Hey, Victoria.
Hey, 20.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun.
For all.
That's right.
On was it the 16th then? 16th of April, 2020.
That's right. We're in Dream Driven Day, April. Day number 2 is going to be happening
2020.
today for those people.
I know.
Oh, they're going to be so excited. Bum, bum, bum.
Lots of people have come back for it, which is ace.
We love that.
Especially there's one person.
There's so many layers to the onion of you. Yeah. Some people go, well, I took it 4 years ago. It's like saying I kissed a girl.
Once.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? Yeah, rightio. I'm into like kissing the girl a lot.
A lot.
I am.
I know,
Yeah.
you do.
Even when she's sleeping, it's like, oh, this is great. Meanwhile, welcome to another exciting episode of...
What's it called? The New Attitude
It's the
Money
New
Show.
Attitude Money Show.
So you reckon you've never done that title ever before?
No. It's the
No,
2024
what? You
Attitude
don't
Money
reckon?
Show. That's right.
Okay.
Today we're going to explore your reactions create your reality.
Yes.
We're going to explore identity-based manifesting, often imitated, never duplicated.
Yes.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it, right? I mean, how much do you really want in a single show?
Off they go.
There they go.
That's after a magpie.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than
Cool.
a plant. Like, every now and then they just, like, oh, there's a leaf.
As long as they don't catch them, it's better than a plant.
True.
But yeah, he's so far ripped that poor azalea 2 or 3 times, huge chunks out of it, so that it nearly died. So remember, I had to put that little ring of sticks around it,
Right.
to stop him.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, relevance.
Relevant. Well, you're the one who says it's better than a plant, so that's what I'm telling you. The poor plant.
That's right. They're innocent and trusting, and they get the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
That's right. Meanwhile,
Yes.
so, and by the way, we will tie all that in. I
You'll
can
seem
promise
to
you.
digress,
Right?
like
We
it
always seem to.
says.
Look at that. I've got my Reddington hat on.
I know.
His
His Christmas shirt.
So this came for my
Beautiful.
birthday. This came like
This
years
came at
ago.
Christmas.
This came for Christmas. It is so loose now. It is amazing.
Yeah.
But more on that later.
Yeah.
So, Victoria,
Yes.
today we're going to explore the attitude money game. In other words, what I want you to do is take a crisp new $100 bill and put it someplace where you will see it all the time.
Show us it again.
In other words, let it bother you. So you take a crisp new $100 bill and you put it someplace where it
I'll
will
have the
bother
top
you.
one. You can have the bottom one.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell them that.
Why?
So, ooh, and then you double it. But anyway, Victoria,
Yes.
let's start. This is from the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack, which is really awesome. Now, here's what's cool when you
Show
when
our
you
listening
get it.
audience.
Right? It has a bunch of recordings in it and a PDF file. Right?
But it doesn't have the coffee stain.
Please print the PDF file or get your local office store to do that, because otherwise it's just some shit on a screen. Right? And I noticed there are 2 kind of people in this life. One, they're collectors, and they've got a lot of shit on their screens. Right? Like, they've got big hard drives.
Yeah.
Right? A big hard drive does not equal lots of money. On the other hand, actually fucking doing something, yay. Print it out, read it, scribble notes inside, make it yours. All right, so Victoria,
Very cool. Yes.
let us run with a Neville Goddard quote, because we can, and we've mentioned Neville Goddard during this show.
Well, we tend to always, every show we will mention Neville Goddard.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
would have thought.
Yeah, well, we just don't use it like a search term like a lot of people do.
Okay, so Neville says,
Anyway,
take me seriously. When you know what you want in life, construct a scene which would imply your desire is fulfilled. See it as clearly as possible. Feel its naturalness. Experiment until you know the scene and all it implies is real.
real.
Now, to the degree that you believe in its reality, your experiment will become your experience. Do not stop there. Keep on imagining and share your results with others. Tell them how to free themselves from this bondage to Caesar.
All righty, yo. So here's the attitude money game. Ready?
Yep.
So can you hold the microphone, please?
Yep, got it.
Beauty. So you take yourself
$100
crisp
bill.
new $100 bill. Oh,
Yes.
okay, look at
Put it that way.
that. Right? Yeah, so you take your $100 bill
Yes.
and you
Fold it. in
put it
half.
someplace. Right? So you put
And you
it
tap it
someplace.
with your magic
So
finger.
you put it
That's
someplace and you
what it
tap it
is.
with your magic finger.
Yeah, undo
and then
it.
suddenly It's another one, right? Ooh, anyway, so you take a crisp new $100 bill, right?
Yes.
And you take something like your billfold. Look at
Yes.
this. My friend Owen gave me this
It
billfold.
is. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It is beautiful. It's got the tree of life on it,
That.
right?
Did he even know how much you were into Neville when he gave that to you?
No.
That's amazing. That's lovely, isn't it?
Yes. The $100 bill.
That's American currency. One of them is.
Where
yes.
where it will bother
The other
me.
one isn't.
Right.
I'll have the other one.
Right? Because we live in the other country.
Well, I
Right.
could take the American currency and go to the currency exchange.
Yeah, and get $150.
Yes.
But I seem to digress.
Okay. Yes.
So here's the cool thing, guys. So every time I open up my wallet, right?
Yes.
Watch this.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Let me do it again.
What's it doing?
Unbelievable.
Sucking the money in.
Right now. No. See, back in the old days, every time I opened up my wallet, it was beyond empty. It actually made a sucking sound. Right? It was like hungry. It was thirsty. It didn't have anything in it. Right? So it's like people that eat shit food, and then it's like I'm always hungry. It's because you're eating this stuff called shit food. Right? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a crisp new $100 bill. Right? If you're just starting out. By the way, in the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack, which I absolutely adore, there are 59 official lessons plus a hidden one. This is the hidden one, right? And so take that $100 bill and carry it with you at all times. And at some point, double it up. And at some point, double it up again. And at some point, double it up again. And I got to the point where I had over $10,000 I carried with me every day at the dog park.
Well, there was one time you had stashes of $5,000 envelopes.
Everywhere.
And how trustworthy am I? I didn't steal one and say,
Yeah.
oh, you must have
Yeah.
escaped 20.
Exactly. By the way, I wouldn't even know if you did. That's the funny thing is, because it's like, I mean, I got some here, got some there.
It'd be nice if we suddenly found one that we forgot where it was.
I collect
I don't think
brown
so.
satchels.
Yes.
And so I'd put them. I'd have in a typical brown satchel, $10,000 to $50,000, right?
Oh,
So it was just
no.
for fun, right? So I just really kept going with this, but I seem to digress. So I'm going to the dog park, and I've got $5,000 to $10,000 on me at all times, right? And there's something that happens as you do this exercise. One of the things that you're doing is you're training yourself to have the experience of what it's like to always have money.
Yeah, it's nice actually, because I remember some people saying to us, like when they'd got up to a fair, how all of a sudden it was like they're walking around thinking, oh my God, what if I get mugged?
Yeah.
And they've never had that experience ever before.
Yeah. Or what if my husband steals it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like we've actually had that one, right? And this is point number 2. Point number 2, you get to start to notice what are your reactions to having money. And it's absolutely fascinating because until you start noticing your reactions, you can't change them.
Yes.
And when you start noticing, you know what, I'm reacting as though, so...
Yeah, because otherwise it's like an inherent part of yourself that you haven't even noticed.
Exactly.
It's just there in the background. And every single state that you attempt to occupy will have that in the lurking in the background.
Yeah, there's something there. And this isn't your shadow
Yeah.
side or all this bullshit. This is just, you've got to notice what... So here's the whole thing. Well, there are these shadow things that are on your shadow side, and the shadow side is not on your
Is this
side.
the subconscious, unconscious?
Oh, this is the subconscious,
Yeah,
unconscious,
conscious.
superconscious, all
Yeah,
this
got
bullshit,
you.
right?
Yeah,
and
right.
people get really, really way out there with this.
Yeah.
Okay? This is not your shadow side. This is shit you're imagining, but don't notice you're imagining. And when you notice you're imagining, oh my God, like I've got $500. Yeah, I talk about this and I won't name names, but there was someone in my life years ago who every time she got a $500 bonus, which she got periodically at work, guess what? There goes the washer, there goes the dryer, there goes the transmission, right? And it was time after time, and it's like, look, here's what I want you to do. I want you to imagine the last time you bought golf clubs, and the time before that you bought outfits, and the time before that, and suddenly the pattern broke.
Right.
So what we're doing here is we're illuminating patterns about money, because patterns produce problems, and there are these patterns that you've imagined up that you've accepted as true so deeply in you, not in your subconscious, not in your superconscious, not on your shadow side, but it's stuff that you've accepted as true so much, like Special K is good for you. Right.
So can I ask a question? Because you
Victoria,
opened the show with...
put up your hand, please.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Victoria, yeah. Would you have a question?
I got my kid. Yes.
Excellent.
At the beginning of the show, you said something like every time in the old country, which I know
The old country.
before here.
Yes.
You said every time you opened your wallet, it felt like
There was
a vacuum.
There was a sucking
like
sound.
it was empty.
Yes.
So what shift did you make for that to be different in the new country?
Yeah, by the way, I did it in the old country too.
All right.
Right? Now, here's the big thing. Ready?
Yes.
It's called you actually have to fucking do something different. Right? So I know someone's going to say, whatever they want to say. I don't care. But because for me to stop making the excuse and having the experience of being flat broke and no money, I have to actually take some money out, sell something, buy something, do something, right? I have to produce $100 and put it in my wallet so I see it all the time, so I can react to it all the time. And whenever $100 is not a big deal anymore, there's a golden point right here. Whenever $100 is not a big deal anymore, double it.
Yeah, right.
And then when $200 is not a big deal anymore, double it again. And this will stretch you way before it'll get you out of rational into magical, you remarkable people, right? And it will also help you, instead of making daydreams and fantasies about money, this helps you actually realize something. What's it feel like to never be broke? What's it feel like to have money you don't need to spend and that you don't spend? What's it like? And you get to explore that. What's it like when I have $5,000 on me like this? Right, so it gets to be an interesting experience, and for me, the shadow side of me that would show be like, fuck, what if I lost it? What would she think? Right? What if I lost it? What would she think? That was the pattern that was producing problems in my life. Do you think it's shown up any place else in my life once or twice? You betcha. Now here's the thing: if I lost $5,000 that was in my pocket every day, would she know?
Yeah, not a good thing. Don't do it every day.
Yeah, exactly. But she wouldn't even know until I told her, hey, it's time for a fight. Let me tell you something. Right? And this is the shit that runs and ruins most people's lives. So this tiny little thing where you get to explore what it's like to never be out of money again, what it's like to have a point in time where you get to the point where the point is to get to the point of where you stop getting loopy around money. All right, we had a lady, and by the way, the lady that started out with $10, when she got up to like 50 or 60 or something like that, that's when she started having panic attacks about being mugged. It's like, I'm sorry, $50-$60 is probably not worth mugging you over. I've seen photos of you. Right? I wouldn't screw with you for $50 or $60, right?
Yeah.
Right. Meanwhile, to the degree you believe in your reality, your experiment will become your experience. I'm just asking you to play with this. By the way, to do this, you have to imagine something different about you. You have to imagine I can take $100. By the way, if $100 isn't a big deal to you, do it with 1,000.
Yeah.
Right? Start where there's a stretch.
Yeah.
Right?
Not where it doesn't matter.
Yeah. If it's a doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Start with a stretch, and then stretch some more, and then stretch some more.
Yeah. Cool.
All right, I think that's good. There's a lot of shit in there that we can.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't.
Double it again. By the way, yeah, week 1 manifesting mastery. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's pretty good.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, so thank you, 20.
Well, it's just what I felt like rambling about today.
That's good. And what we want to know is, tell us, what was your hashtag? Strawberry bits.
That is the rightness. Yo, Penny.
Remembering all the bundles of cash you used to have.
Yeah, I keep it in a bank now. By the way, let's go way back in time. Ready?
Yeah.
So back when I was here on a temporary visa, all right, I started stashing cash.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm on a temporary visa. You got it? It's not only I'm not only telling you about the condition of my visa at the time, I'm telling you about the condition of my mind at the time.
Yes.
Okay? Now, money's in the bank. Money's in the payment processors. Money's all there. Right? I could give a shit about having it around the house. But I got a lot in my wallet just for fun.
He does. Cool. Excellent.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was... It was fun. Just remembering back then, because back then, actually, my mentality was not that money was tight, but I did have to be careful.
Yeah.
Like way back. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I had to be very careful with my money, and it's not. And then it was awful, because it was like living all the time. Am I spending this wisely? Am I doing the right? Do you know what I mean? All of that. Oh, crap in my head. Where instead of like. Once we just went to the mall with $500 each.
Oh yeah, that was a
fun month.
Yeah, that was that was fun. Freaked a lot of people out. We put this.
Well, even me. But
we would have post up in. I think we did that during a club or one of the early Triple Ds or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I took out $500, and $500.
Yeah.
And the mission was we have to spend it.
Yeah.
Period. Not on something for the house or the dogs or whatever.
Just
and then the agony begins.
It did,
right?
Because initially I think you even said we've got to spend it in 24 hours or something.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't.
Oh yeah, she was a bad girl.
I know.
Lester.
It's like I can't spend all this today. It's like, oh my god, it's so much money.
Well, let's go to another store.
Yeah.
Right, next time we do that exercise, it's the first store.
Oh no!
Look at her! Look at her! Because we're talking about going to Uni Hill.
A massive department store that sells everything. Then that's the only way that I could get around that.
Yeah, that's your problem, right? Yeah. And here's the thing: the first store we go into is like a coffee shop.
$500 of coffee.
That's right. Yay!
Yuck.
Yeah. Now, bacon shop. On the other hand, we could do that. All right.
Anyway, what is your hashtag strawberry?
My hashtag strawberry bit is based on what you said. You can be careful or you can be caring. So many people, they're careful with what they say. They're careful with how they say it. They're careful. Or you can be caring. You could be careful about how you spend the money. Careful with where you put the money. You could be careful.
Yeah,
or you can be caring. Okay? Well, if you invested it, how would that impact your kids or your grandkids? Right? Do you think being careful and playing small and being defensive is giving to your kids, your grandkids, your neighbors, your economy? I don't think so. On the other hand, you can be caring, right? I care, right? And I invest, right? Just, so one day, I know what it's like not to be out of money. And one day I go on the Amazon.com, and the Amazon.com.au has bad cousins for sale. BADCUZ, right?
Yeah.
Look it up. Bruce's all-time favorite toy.
It is.
And they're like 40% off.
Yeah.
And they've got like 8 in stock.
Yeah. So you bought all.
So
8.
guess what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Didn't
he
we?
chews them up and he loses all the salt.
Right.
And
Right. We had so much fun. One of them lasted 30 minutes. Why? Because it went into the stream, and then Victoria
that's when I had
and
to
Bruce
go down
went in
in
the
the
stream.
stream.
I think I shot video. It's like, this would be
that
great,
day.
right? But here's the thing: whenever you can start bringing, a lot of people have a complex equivalence of money equals careful, money equals money means hold my breath, literally, versus like money is speed. God, 40% off on bad cousins. I know he's going to eat them. Right?
Yeah.
I'll buy all 8. You should have seen. He went nuts. We put all 8 on the table, and he looks up there. It was like taking a teenage boy to a strip club.
It
But
was.
but anyway, I seem to
He
digress.
loved it.
He's a good boy, Bruce.
Cool.
I love him. He's a good boy. He is. All right, I think I'm done.
Okay, so today's show was based around the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack.
Go to NevilleGoddardProsperityPack.com.
Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack.
Look, by the way, we don't send you that. You print that out or get your office store too, right? Because if we had to send that to you, it'd be like $2,000 with shipping from Australia.
Yeah.
But get your office store to print it out, bind it like a book, put it in a binder, something like that. Get out your crayons and scribble inside. It will change your life. Or you can be real careful. I don't want to spend the extra $20 printing it out, Mr. 20, so I'll leave it on my screen and never look at it.
Well, I guess you could highlight it on your screen in those PDF viewer things.
Oh, yeah, but most people didn't. Yeah.
But it's nice holding it, as you said, I reckon.
It's because we're old.
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
It shows our age.
Yeah. Heather, print it. Oh, yeah.
And I think you said at the beginning the show was also based around identity-based manifesting.
Yeah, I never really got around to that. So, identitybasedmanifesting.com, go there to look at all the cool shit that's in that pack. Get it, right? Because it really does come down to where you've got to change your identity, right? It's the wineskin that holds the wine. So, wine. I don't have any money. Wine.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Go there, have fun.
Yes.
I'm going to the P-O-double-L.
You are.
Something like that.
I'm going to do some stuff here.
All right, Alex. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
Cool.
Look at
Good
it.
on you.
Even
Good
typed
one,
it
Alex.
right.
You can type.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you. Okay, have a great day and night, and we will catch you in a couple of days.
That's right. We'll catch you on our Friday, your Thursday in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And we've got our prosperitypack.com.
Yeah.
Lynn's here, too. Hey.